Let us try to understand the role of central bank in money market. The RBI, as a regulator and supervisor of the financial system, has taken up various measures to improve the existing defects and to develop a sound money market in the country. Now, what does RBI do? It tries to build in confidence and protects the interest of the investors by conducting on site inspections, off site surveillance, scrutiny, and periodic meetings with the board of directors of different banks so as to supervise them. It tries to take a decision on whether the licenses to the new bank can be given, and if it has been given, should it be renewed. It also takes a decision on setting up the capital requirements for the banks. Okay, in addition to this, the RBI maintains stability in money market with the help of its monetary policy. With the help of quantitative and qualitative methods of credit control, which we have seen in chapter 1, it tries to maintain price stability and ensure financial discipline. It increases or decreases the money supply in the economy by making changes to the bank rate, repo, and reverse repo rate, and through its operations in the open market operations. Also, with the help of qualitative controls like modal suasion, margin requirement, credit rationing, consumer credit regulations, etc., it tries to bring about changes in money market, money supply, which in turn helps to regulate or control the inflation or deflation in the market. Reserve Bank of India has coordinated the functioning of different components of organized money market very well. All the financial intermediaries instruments traded in money market are supervised by RBI. It has managed to reduce the interest rate differences between different sections and different centers of money market. The interest rate are now sensitive to changes in bank rate and repo rate of monetary policy. In order to encourage a large pool of investors in money market instruments such as a certificate of deposit, the minimum issue has been reduced from 10 lakhs in 1989-90 to just rupees 1 lakh at present, and of commercial paper from rupees 1 crore to just rupees 5 lakhs at present. As a step towards promoting the usage of commercial banks in India, commercial bill of exchange in India, RBI introduced the new bill market scheme in 1970 because the old scheme which was introduced in 50s could not take off. It could not popularize the usage of bill of exchange in India. So as per this new bill market scheme of 1970, RBI tried to reduce quite a few of inflexibilities which were there in bill market. To ensure the balanced sectoral growth, RBI has assigned an important role to schedule commercial banks and foreign banks with over 20 branches and above to lend 40% of their adjusted net bank credit for priority sectors, which include agriculture and allied activities, MSME sector, poor people for housing, students' education, and other low income groups. RBI till date has unfortunately not succeeded fully in marginalizing the role of unorganized sector, which includes moneylenders, indigenous bankers, everyone in Indian money market. The existence of unorganized sector reduces the control of RBI over the money market as it is not regulated by it. The components of organized sector do not have any kind of coordination with each other. Forget about any coordination with the organized sector. They work independently of each other and also independently of organized sector in the nation. The several attempts to bring indigenous bankers under the control of RBI has still not yielded any positive results. Some of the reforms in money market included introduction of different financial instruments such as treasury bills of different maturity periods, certificates of deposits, commercial paper, repo and reverse repo rate, setting up of Discount and Finance House of India with an intention of popularizing bill of exchange, money market mutual funds to provide investment options to the people who are ready to manage a bit of risk and also earn a higher rate of return compared to bank deposits at the same point of time, giving an equal or almost the same liquidity as in bank deposits. It also introduced cash management bills so as to enable the government borrow for less than 91 days. Collateralized borrowing and lending obligations have been initiated by Clearing Corporation of India Limited. Different non-banking financial institutions have been regulated. Stamp duties on bills up to 90 days of maturity has been remitted. Deregulation of interest rate, multiple discounting of bill of exchange are some of the measures which RBI has been taking in order to bring in more of financial stability, financial discipline into the money market of India.